So as a South Asian, how can I attend all these weddings that are coming up without gaining all the weight?
Okay, follow this buffet protocol at all the hall parties. First plate when you go to the buffet lineup, full of protein. If you can avoid the fried food and just go for the grilled chicken, even if you get the pakoda, get no tartar sauce, make the first plate protein. Sit there, eat it. Fill yourself up. Drink some water. Second plate when you come back, go back for some carbs, maybe some aloo tikkiyan, maybe a little pakode. But don't make the crucial mistake of having your first plate loaded with carbs. That's going to spike your blood sugar, and then you're going to crash, and you're going to keep eating all night. So first plate protein, second plate carbs, and third rule of this buffet protocol, try and avoid the desserts. If you can avoid the desserts and the sauces and don't drink your calories, you can get through every single wedding week, minimizing damage. And this applies anywhere you go. Anywhere there's a buffet, you can apply this buffet protocol.
That's some good life hacks, especially with some of us have like 10 weddings during the summer. We don't want to gain all that weight.
No, wedding season is the make or break of everyone's health and fitness journey. It's almost like that is like your Super Bowl. Like you train it up until that point, then there's an off season and you gain all the weight and then you start again. So that's like a vicious cycle that we got to figure out a way to stop. Wedding seasons are not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere. The food's always going to be there, but you have to walk into this a different person, a different mindset. And this protocol, I like it.
Yeah, fill yourself up. It's not about starving yourself. Eat, blend in with the crowd, but do your thing. Get out of there, minimize damage.
I like it. Okay. So I have a hot topic here and it's about roti. So does eating roti actually make you gain weight?
It's not the roti itself. It's how many roti you're having in one sitting. Roti are no different than rice, tortillas, than any other cultural food. It's what you're having with it that's going to screw you up.
Yeah.
If you've learned how to balance your plate, you can have roti, have some protein on the side. You can have, instead of dahi, some plain Greek yogurt. You just got to figure out what to pair with the roti and how much to have. And any food in the world is healthy if you just learn that one method of balancing everything out. So nothing's wrong with roti. It's just too carb heavy when you load it with dal and jal. And then you have some, I don't know, some jalebi after. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah.
And poor roti gets the bad rep out of all this.
Yeah.
When realistically, it's probably lower calorie than most of the other bad things the South Asian culture eats every single day.
Yeah, I think one roti is equivalent to like one piece of bread. So it's
Yeah.
really not even that carb heavy. It's just what people are eating
Yeah, exactly.
with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And then they keep eating it because they're not full because they haven't had much protein throughout their day.
Yeah, so you just have rotia and then you have something without protein and then your blood sugar spikes. And when you don't have any protein, your blood sugar spikes and there's no armor to it and it's going to crash like a roller coaster. And then in our culture, everyone's tired. They sit on the couch. That's why after like all these aloo parathe, people fall asleep.
Yeah.
It's just too many carbs at once,
Yeah.
right? That's all it is. It's
Yeah.
like if you overwater the flour, you're going to kill it as well. So if you just figured out the balance with all of this, you can make anything work.
That's a good one. That's a good analogy. Okay. How can tired South Asian moms restore their energy?
3 things that they got to do. They got to carve out 30 minutes a day to move their body. That's like the reset. It's like the thing that's going to help them just kind of reset their system. That can be walking, it can be yoga, it can be some strength training. Move your body 30 minutes a day. Number 2, start eating meals with more protein in there.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be chicken all the time. It can be cottage cheese, it can be Greek yogurt, it can be protein shakes. Eat more protein. That's number 2. And number 3, hydrate yourself. Drink more water. If your body is 70 to 80% water, but you're dehydrated, your hunger hormones, your mood, everything is off. So when you drink enough water, you're basically just fixing the entire state of your body. You pair it with the first 2 steps, and that's the first kind of precursor to having more energy.
Yeah. I think that those are really good points. And it all really boils down to giving yourself time. Because I think in our culture, we're so used to, especially for women, we're kind of groomed to put people ahead of us, like our husbands ahead of us, our children ahead of us. We're the last to eat. So just carving the time to say, hey, you know what? I need 10 minutes and I should be eating something that's high protein. I shouldn't just be eating random scraps of food all throughout the day, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think you gotta figure out a few high protein meals that you can just put on, I would say, like autopilot.
Yeah.
Because as a busy mom, you don't have time to meal prep or think. You just need quick food ready to go.
Yeah.
I would say the top ones are like protein bars,
Yeah.
right? Greek yogurt, which is like 5 minutes, you're in and you're out with that meal.
Yeah. There's even those like the yogurt cups, or they have like the Greek yogurt drinks now.
Yeah.
Right. It's so easy.
Have a Greek yogurt, chop up some strawberries, you're good. You're set.
Yeah. That's really good. As South Asians, why do we feel so guilty about investing in our health, but not gold?
Well, South Asians have scarcity running through our bloodline, right? Like we just got here in the last 1 or 2 generations. We haven't even thought about restoring our body yet. We got to break the cycle of scarcity. Once you invest in your health, let's say your goal is to make more money. You're going to be more laser focused. You're going to have better emotional health, but it's almost taboo to invest in your health.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're that rich, you're investing in your health. It's the last thing you invest in. You invest in gold, in real estate, you invest into Range Rovers, and then health is supposed to be last.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to be the one that breaks the cycle. Otherwise, you see all these uncles walking around in Range Rovers, driving around with their tits sticking out, right? Because they don't want to invest in their health when they don't understand that you're going to die earlier.
Yeah.
If you don't start working your health.
Yeah.
It's just too taboo right now. There's too much scarcity going on. And maybe people don't even think it's going to work for them because most health programs, they're all about eating bland food, spending hours in the gym, which we know as South Asians, we can't do it.
Yeah.
But there are solutions nowadays.
Yeah.
People are getting in amazing shape without spending hours in the gym, without redoing their entire fridge. It's possible. And you don't need a red flag or a doctor's call to remind you. You should be proactive, not reactive.
Yeah. I really liked what you said about this being like a generational thing, because we were just here for we're trying to survive, we're trying to make money, we're trying to grow in a new country, and we're trying to do all these things. So the idea of health was completely on the back burner. We were just hustling all day long. But now it's different. We're not in that position anymore. We are here. We are settled. We have education, we have good career. So why is that? I guess it's not even, we didn't even grow up with it, right?
Yeah.
We didn't even grow up with that mentality to take care of yourself. Put yourself first. Make sure you go to the gym today. Like no one said that to us.
Yeah, like whose parents really had gym memberships up until like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Now you see people going to YMCA. Now it's starting. But let's make this not even like you don't have to invest money into your health. Just invest some time and effort.
Yeah.
Right? That's the precursor. Then when you kind of realize you need some help, then you can go from there. But you got to invest time and effort.
Why are so many South Asians being diagnosed with diabetes?
It's the body composition and the diet. First of all, diabetes isn't only for obese people who weigh too much. That's one way for you to get diabetes. The other way is you just have low muscle mass and high body fat. That's your body composition. South Asians, majority of us have a pretty big stomach or a gut, even if you're skinny fat, and we have no muscle mass on our body. So anything you eat, and then you add in there really high carb meals, it's literally like spiking your blood sugar all day long.
Yeah.
And when you have diabetes, yes, you're going to have a low quality life. But now studies are showing that's even leading to higher cases of dementia.
Yes.
So dementia, low quality of life, it all comes down to your body composition. If you're having too many carbs, no protein, no water, no movement, this is like a crock pot of disaster just waiting to happen. So it's a deep-rooted cultural issue. You can't expect someone to change their entire food, right? Their entire menu. So it's like this is going to take a while for us to kind of figure it out. But start with some exercising and high protein meals. Literally that alone is going to help save you from diabetes.
Yeah. And when you say a body composition, like what do you mean by that? Like what's wrong with the bodies?
So the body composition means that you don't have any muscle mass on your lower body, on your upper body. You have a lot of stored body fat around your midsection, visceral fat. This is covering your organs, right? Because again, like as South Asians, we're just meant to learn how to survive. We've been through famines back in India. So our body has just kind of gone into survival mode. Right? Thriving means working out, eating high protein meals, letting go of fat. Letting go of fat is almost like a signal to your body, you're okay now.
Yeah.
You can survive,
Yeah.
right? So once you get to that point, you're going to realize a lot of the metabolic health conditions start to go down because your body's not in a state of fight or flight anymore.
Yeah.
You got to break the cycle.
I like that. Okay. So reasons why South Asian people are being diagnosed with diabetes is the body composition and it's the diet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think also like lack of education around what we should eat because nobody really talks about it. I think now we're starting to talk about it, but it's like having desserts and sweets is like top tier, like always. Like after everything.
Yeah. It's just, it's not about just the dessert. It's about everything that led you into the last meal. If you learn how to fit dessert into your end of your day, people are doing that these days. It's like your lunch, it's your breakfast, under eating, waiting all day, having no protein. Now that dessert, it's like it could have been like a slow bullet. Now it's a fast bullet with more momentum, right?
Yeah.
It's like a small bomb turns into a big bomb because the way your day led up to that dessert at the end of the day.